Quebec has a different mentality than the rest of the country. And it's a win-win situation for the league and for the province and for the rest of the country. Football is very big and it's getting bigger. So when I stopped playing, I always told myself that I'm going to stop when I want to stop. The players that are different.
Yeah, sure.
The mentalities that are different. The culture is different, right? They always want a trophy. Which one it is, we need a trophy. The boost with the World Cup is going to give us another breather. Did I watch enough video? Did I get enough information on the opponent? So in the States, they give rings.
Okay.
In North America, we give things.
Yeah.
And the only ring that I actually wear, that I ever wear, is the Montreal one.
Now, Kyt, assistant coach and director of youth football at the Forge FC, is joining us in studio, believe it or not, because the CPL season has ended. He's a seasoned leader in Canadian football, served assistant coach and director of youth football for the Forge out in Ontario. This is in the Canadian Premier League, where he plays a key role in player development, pathway structuring, and competitive success across clubs' programs. That is a mouthful, but it is absolutely true, and I've known this man for a very long time. He is honorable. He is amazing. He is a real football head. He's also the head coach of the Canadian Soccer National Futsal team, and he guided the nation's top futsal talents on the international stage, which is amazing because that in itself, if you've ever watched some futsal, it is action-packed. It is my absolute pleasure to have him in studio with us, talking about all the awards he's done, all the projects he's involved with, what he's up to in the future, and just an all-around good guy. Welcome back to TSN 690 iHeartRadio. This is Paul from the first half and Kyt. And Kyt, you got to do me something. You got to do me a solid. Okay, so I introed you. I did the whole reading of the background. I didn't even get into like all the crazy trophies and this whole thing. Just say your last name properly for the rest of the world that's listening, because I'm embarrassed to try and mess it up.
Selaidopoulos.
Say it again.
Selaidopoulos. Also, Kyt is my nickname, huh?
Yeah, but dude, everybody goes by Kyt, so don't go messing with my brain. And we said it was going to be Kyt, but I also knew that I was going to mess up the last name, and I wasn't doing it nationally. So, welcome. Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you for having me. It's always good to be back home in Montreal and see everybody and see all the good news coming out of Montreal. Sorry, I want to congratulate Rocco Placentino for bringing the Supra back in.
Cool, huh?
We played together since we're kids, so for him, I know it's a big thing. So, congrats to him and for their staff, Matteo, Nick Razaghi, and Rampton. That those guys worked at CSMRO before they went to Saint Laurent, and now they're with the Supra. So I want to just wish them luck. And
it's amazing. It's a really cool trajectory.
It's good for the province. I think it's good for the league also. I always say it, Quebec has a different mentality than the rest of the country, and it's a good thing that, you know, there's a lot of players here. There's a lot of promotion for football going on in Quebec right now. So I think it's a win-win situation for the league and for the province and for the rest of the country.
The futsal program, are you seeing major growth within sort of kids that are playing it, male and female? The attention also on media and sort of how has it changed over these past years for you from when you started to where you are today, leading into 2026?
Has it changed a lot? No. We had a good way until the COVID year. And then the COVID year just brought us back down to what it was at the beginning. But only here in the province of Quebec, RSEQ has leagues that kids play 7-8 months out of the year. There's over 10,000 young players that play that, yes, they're all football players, but they play futsal at school. So I think it's a plus, and it's growing, and everybody's trying to do something. But like, football is very big, and it's getting bigger. So now you have football that's getting a lot bigger, and our national teams that are a lot better than they were before. All
right, so now we get to know you, man. We get to know a little bit about Kytster. Okay, so family and how you schooling, sports, just a little bit of the origin story of.
So born and raised in Montreal, Greek parents, 2 older brothers. Got involved in soccer at the youngest age, followed my brothers playing. Then I took the route of all the provincial teams, Quebec teams, all that fun stuff. And then I played for Montreal, the Impact. And then I went to the U.S. I played in the indoor game for a long time.
What was the team?
Milwaukee Wave.
Amazing.
And then the coaching came. But in all that, I was always involved in coaching. I own a business, KS Inc., that's been around for 26 years.
Amazing. Congratulations.
So when I was playing, I still did that. And on the parallel side, I worked both things. So, and then I got into coaching, and I got into the technical world as a technical director at CSMRO. 5 years ago, I got a call from the Forge.
Amazing.
And I'm still at the Forge.
You're still
5 years later, we're still there. I always thought when I stopped playing, my backfall will be my business, where it was. But then, okay, you have your business, then another opportunity comes, become a technical director, fantastic. But then another opportunity comes to go back to the pros. So you have to look at all those things. But when I stopped playing, I always told myself that I'm going to stop when I want to stop, not having the younger guys come and push me out. So
because that's typically what happens in all sports.
So at the age of 33, one day I just decided that was it.
Oh, wow.
And it was in the middle of the season. So I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. So I just walked away at the end of that season. And I never regretted it.
Dad, Mom, were they into football? You said you followed your brothers. I mean, where did the family's passion for football come from?
Well, my dad always watched football. And
did he have a specific team that he watched?
Yeah, Panathinaikos in Greece. So we're green.
When you're a kid and you're watching mom or you're watching your parent excited about something, it's going to translate into that energy into you guys as kids.
Correct. And my cousin in Greece, my first cousin, Kyt Selaidopoulos, is now at Rio Aves in Portugal, first division, head coach. So he went from Panathinaikos to Olympiacos to Rio Aves. So,
that's so cool.
It's cool. So it's a family.
Do you guys
we exchange a lot?
Yeah.
So we exchange a lot. So it's kind of fun that he's on the other side of the world and I'm on the other side of the world. So
do you see a lot of similarities
cool.
between? I mean, there's probably the spine of anything of coaching. Let's say as an example that has elements that have to be, those little bits and pieces. But those are really two different worlds. But are you finding a lot of similarities when you guys are connecting?
You find similarities. It's just the players that are different.
Yeah, sure.
The mentalities that are different.
Environment.
The culture is different, right? And that's the big thing that we have between us and Europe or the rest of the world is the culture. The culture is there.
Culture-wise, how have you found, and you've been in it for years now, so this is a good litmus test for that as well. How has the fan culture in Canada and in the CPL grown over the last 5 years?
I think it's growing at a good pace. I think now the boost with the World Cup is going to give us another breather.
Type
the CPL is a 7-year-old league that went through a COVID period that still played. So that was big. So it kept the fans engaged. It kept the fans coming. In Hamilton, my first game, when I was sitting there at the bench and I'm looking across the fans, the thing that got to me was how many people had the jersey. Seeing that is like, okay, we're going somewhere here. People are attached to a club that's in their city.
Interesting.
So it helps, but winning helps also, right? You keep on winning, you keep on playing Champions Cup, you keep on, being in the final for 6 years. This is the first year in the league history that we're not playing a final as a Forge. It's the culture you set for your club. And when I mean for your club, it's not only the field, it's the structure you put around it, right? We always want a trophy. Which one it is, we need a trophy. So once again, this year, we finished first, so we win a trophy.
That's
so
right.
we get to our goals. So it's just the culture you set and how it's growing, and it's growing in the right way.
What must that adventure be like, going from your stadium into the stadiums that you've played with in the past? Because this isn't the first time that you play a Mexican side, right?
Correct. This is our 4th year that we've played in this competition. So at the Forge, a real off season doesn't exist because we start January 5th.
Right.
So we're off from November 15th, give or take. Once we get there, it gets a little bit more real. The media, everything is bigger. You're playing Tigres. It's a big thing. But once you come back to Canada and you start playing those games, and you see like our stadium, and when we played Cruz Azul 3 years ago, and out of, I don't know, 10, 15,000 people, 10,000 are Cruz Azul fans in our own stadium. It's nice. You get to see it. Is it crazy? Yes. Because then you hope that those fans will become Forge FC fans.
Sure, in some capacity.
You play your second leg in Mexico in their big stadiums and
massive
the atmosphere,
stadiums, right?
Yes, the atmosphere right before the game, like a couple of days before. If you're walking on the street, they know like, oh, Forge is like.
Why? Because you're all in your tracksuits?
Correct. So if you take it's exciting. It's an exciting piece. It's exciting for the players, but it's also exciting for the coaches.
Well, so that's the other thing that I wanted to bring up, and because I mean the MLS is doing its big switch. Does that really? It must make a difference, but I want to hear it from you. I don't want to pretend I know. The fact that they are in their season. So they've done their pre-trade, like they've done everything they're supposed to be in the middle of their, like the starting the season started, man. So their machine is rolling.
Yeah.
And these teams that are coming into that have warmed down, and now you've got to get back up.
Correct.
Yeah. Is that a big disadvantage?
It's an issue. Yes, it's an issue.
Okay.
It's just how do you prepare in that 6-week period before you play the first game?
Yeah.
To be the closest fit to a real game.
Okay.
And
it's not about tactics, it's really about physicality.
It's how you prepare. Yes, the way you prepare for Champions Cup, it's not the way we're going to prepare for our season.
No.
It's a different kind of. So we get 2 preseasons. So for the past 5 years, we have 2 preseasons.
That's pretty cool.
Because whatever happens after the round of Tigres that you win, if you win, fantastic. You continue and you roll into your season. Yeah. But if you lose, then we get another time off, and then we come back again.
Yeah. Can you tell the listener one of your worst footballing moments, either as a player or as a coach, that you can remember today? And like, how did you get through that moment? What was that experience like?
Oof. As a player, I think it's getting cut from the Francophone games at U20. I think that was the worst as a footballer.
Okay. Well.
As a coach, it's the 2024 qualifications of futsal.
Really?
I think we had the best team that we could have qualified with in my 3 cycles that I've been a head coach. And I think that's, as a head coach, that's
amazing. You answered these quick. That's good.
Because they're still fresh.
Not good, but they're fresh. Yeah, I don't
fresh.
mean that.
2024 is like
it's yesterday. Yeah. Oh no.
There.
Okay,
right.
But you work through it, and you
work
keep going,
through it.
Right? It's part of the plan.
You try to understand the why and get through it. Yeah. As a footballer, or as a being in the pros, you get more no's and more doors closed than they're open. So you always have to be in that mindset.
Yeah.
So when you have like little scars, then you have to go through them. You have to keep on working and getting better and saying to yourself. But once you start questioning yourself, you question if you were a player. You question: did I work enough? Was I good enough at camp? What did I do wrong? And as a coach, you're like, was the game plan okay? Did I watch enough video? Did I get enough information on the opponent? So did I put the right players on the field? Yeah. So you asked those questions.
Well, then now we gotta go into some positives. So as a player and as a coach, you want to give us one of those moments that you'll hold on to forever.
As a player, I think the 2004 championship we won with Montreal Impact at the time. I think it was a special group. I've won a couple of titles. So in the States, they give rings. Okay. In North America, we give things. Yeah. And the only ring that I actually wear, I ever wear, is the Montreal one.
Is that right?
The other ones, I don't wear them.
Interesting.
Actually, because they're way too big. But as a coach, I think right now it's like everything that I'm doing.
Yeah. That's why it doesn't. It's not a fair.
Like I think as a coach right now is, like everything that we've done in the last 5 years in the pro game, but everything that I've done in the youth game also. Yeah. Having a business in football for 26 years I think it's a big success, and I think sometimes it's got to come out there. So, but as a coach right now, I think the last 5 years I've been in my career as in the pros is very successful.
Amazing. Okay, here we go. 12 questions here on the first half. Kyt, you ready to go? Number 1, what is your favorite film?
Oof.
Oh, come on, not on number 1. You can't trip up.
Jerry Maguire.
Okay, number 2, what is your favorite song or band?
Oof. I don't know a lot of bands. I know the songs, but
it's a song or band, doesn't matter.
I wouldn't know their names, but
okay,
I'm just like that.
You're like a crooner. That's why you're not jamming to the music. I get it. Okay.
And I also listen a lot to Greek music.
So let's go. We're gonna turn number 2 into a genre. Greek music. Good. All right. Number 3, favorite sports team. It's not political, dude. You got to jump in. No, it's anything? Sports team.
Sports team.
Anything.
Colorado Avalanche.
Number 4, favorite athlete, dead or alive.
Maradona.
Number 5, what is your favorite food?
Greek.
Number 6, what is your favorite drink? Alcoholic and non-alcoholic?
Water.
Water all around, right? Number 7, what would be one thing you would buy if you won the lottery?
A private jet.
Dream trip.
Oof. Can't say Greece, but that's the retirement plan.
Amazing.
Hawaii.
Amazing. Number 9, here on the first half. How do you deal with stress?
I run.
Very good. Number 10, for the after hours, first half style. Pajamas or no pajamas, Mr. Kyt?
No pajamas.
Ow! Number 11, what is your favorite fashion brand at the moment?
Oof. I don't know. I don't buy much clothes. I live in a tracksuit.
You live in a tracksuit?
I've been living in the Macron clothes for the past 5 years. So
there you go. That's amazing. Number 12, name one thing you cannot live without.
Family.
Beautiful. And we're going to slip in a little 12.1 like we like to do. We need one word for football. So football is?
Life.
Beautiful.